Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, October the 29th, and the sea is big, the surf is big, the wind is blowing. It'll be a short report today, but I'll share what I do have when I come back in just a moment.
When it comes to general maintenance or major modifications on your diesel vehicle, look no further than Wanchi's Off-Road Diesel Performance in Kill Devil Hills. Master mechanic Ryan Walker developed the plan for having his own auto shop over 20 years ago, and today he owns the premium diesel performance powerhouse of the Outer Banks. To have him and his crew take a look under your hood, give him a call today at 252-715-0025 or find him on social media. Wanchi's Off-Road Diesel Performance, the diesel performance powerhouse of the Outer Banks.
Hey y'all, Captain Marty here to tell you that when my friends are in the market for a new boat engine, repair, or repower, I send them to the best in the business, and that's at Ratcliffe Marine in Bellhaven. Ratcliffe Marine is your official Honda outboard dealer. Honda motors are designed to get you on the water fast and get you back to the dock safely and quickly. Ratcliffe Marine is best known as the largest repower center in North Carolina. So when you're in the market for a new motor or you need your Honda service, go to Ratcliffe Marine, 865 Highway 264, Bellhaven.
So maybe you're not around locally to see what we're seeing with this giant surf crashing onto the beaches. You may not be seeing or be aware of the houses that are washing into the surf down in Buxton, but this is a major spell of weather we're having again. We had one little lull in the action between the last weather system. Of course, when you compare to what other people are dealing with that Hurricane Melissa, well, we're still thankful, but the highways have been closed going down to Hatteras, Highway 12. Just a really rough spell of weather. So therefore, there's not a whole lot to talk about in our fishing report. The only thing I heard, and it was unsubstantiated, was somebody did catch a few bluefish yesterday. I think it was on Jeanette's Pier. But even that, like I said, I just heard that as secondhand information. Anybody that wanted to fish in that mess yesterday really wanted to fish badly. So what will we talk about? Well, we had great blackfin tuna fishing, really good, which is we're thankful for, because the yellowfin, the traditional fall yellowfin tuna fishing, is way late again. Last year, the best of that was actually in January. Don't know what's going on. The yellowfins are the bigger tunas. They average 40 to 60 pounds. The blackfins average 15 to 25 pounds. Both of them are really good eating. There was a few of the last mahi or dolphin of the season, so we had that to deal with. But all of this is really going to probably taper off into a real slow spell from now till the holidays. And what's next on the calendar will be, well, there'll be some king mackerel fishing down in Hatteras. There'll still be some tuna fishing, and we'll get back in, hopefully, to more of a yellowfin bite. If they're going to be late, maybe they'll show up in December. Then into January, we go into the giant tuna, the bluefin tuna. That's a whole nother category of tuna. They get up to 800-900 pounds, but they're highly regulated and restricted. So before you book a trip for that, make sure you understand how all that works and what the boat is allowed to keep, if anything. So time to book those trips. It's also really a good time to book your spring tuna charters. If you're looking for a really good day on a really desirable boat, now's the time to be booking for the spring charters. I would go anytime in May is a good safe time to go for spring yellowfin tuna fishing, so keep that in mind. Other than that, we're kind of getting into the doldrums now as far as activity on up and down the beach. There'll still be a good bite. There'll still be drum down in Cape Point. There'll still be some other stuff to catch. We do know the bluefish are still here. We do know the sea mullet are still here. And if it wasn't Hawaii-style surf under the piers, we'd probably still see a drum bite or two. They like it rough. They're still here. We're still in the middle of all that, so that's all well and good. But take a little break right here, and I'll come back and talk to you a little bit about the backcountry. So stay right where you're at.
Hi, I'm LB Daniels, and when you want great local seafood, you go to Fresh Catch Seafood in Wanchi's. How do I know it's great? My daddy is one of the fishermen that brings it to the docks. At Fresh Catch Seafood, you will get local seafood right from their fish house. They are a family-owned business that knows the name of every fisherman that comes to their docks. Visit their social media pages to see the latest catches. My daddy would love to put his tuna on your dinner plate, so get it now from Fresh Catch Seafood in Wanchi's.
The backcountry, we've been talking mostly about the Pamlico Sound. Let me tell you something. Since spring and after the cold stun event of last winter, we just thought it might be a slow year in the Pamlico, and our other estuaries, our other sounds. But, we've had a great summer. There was a really good big drum bite all across the sound, from over on the Ocracoke side and Hatteras all the way over to Belhaven, Englehard, Swan Quarter, and then below Wanchese, boats going out of there, dropping down into the sound back of Oregon Inlet. Really, really good year for drum fishing. That morphed into started with a speckled trout bite, and then the drum kind of took over, and then it has morphed into more of a speckled trout bite again, and even that had tapered off a little bit right ahead of this blow. But what we do have, and what we've been seeing a lot of, is other things that really round out these catches for our backcountry fishermen, and that would be primarily a return of bluefish in the 2 to 8 pound range in the sound. Really, really fun to catch. Hard fighting fish, good to eat, and the sheephead. The sheephead are out there in the best numbers I've seen since I came to the Outer Banks in 1975. I grew up catching them where I grew up in Florida on the East Coast. Loved sheephead fishing, loved to eat them. Man, they're really good. There's a lot of sheephead. They're still catching those. Those bites are still good. If we can get this weather to settle down a little bit, there are some backcountry boats that you might want to, for instance, check with Teach's Lair Marina. And that's a group that sponsored me for a long time. And they have boats going out in the sound doing really well on those bluefish and sheephead. And in addition to that, they're still catching puppy drum, and they're still catching a little bit of speckled trout activity. So there's still fish to be had, but when it's blowing 40 and raining sideways, not much fun. So anyway, we'll wait. Omi Tillett always said even the fish need a day off too. And right now we'll just focus our thoughts and prayers on those people in Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas as they're dealing with Hurricane Melissa. We've been there. We know how that feels. Maybe it'll move through and everything will be all right. But in the meantime, our prayers go out to those folks down there. And I do hope you have a great day on the Outer Banks. A stormy, rough day is a great day to play Monopoly and hang out in your rental cottage, as long as it's not in Buxton, and have a good day. May the good Lord bless you.